Hello, my name is Aubree Jacobs. I'm sure everyone here has experienced hardships at one point or another in their lives, whether it be financial, family, marriage, or health issues. We all have them. I've lived with chronic pain since 2014 when I was just 11 years old. I did not receive any help from doctors, specialists, therapists, or my family until 2018 when I finally spoke up. We all go through troublesome times, however, you do not have to ignore them or refuse to speak out about them to please others. Today, I will speak of two occasions where speaking up finally was necessary. First, we will discuss Aesop's fable, The Oxen and the Axle Trees, a fable about how the people who are suffering the most speak out the least. Then, we will discuss my story. The Oxen and the Axle Trees is not a popular fable by any means. I'm sure most have never heard of it. As translated by George Flyer Townsend, The Oxen and the Axle Trees tells a story of a heavy wagon being pulled by several oxen. The axle trees made a bunch of noise, moaning and groaning, which made the oxen speak up and ask why. After all, they are the ones pulling all of the weight. Think of an old wagon, like ones you would see on the show Little House on the Prairie. Imagine that being pulled by a bunch of oxen, carrying an entire family and supplies for months. Anyway, these few oxen are pulling this heavy wagon are having to listen to the complaining from the axle trees. In conclusion, it shows us that the ones that are suffering the most and experiencing the most weight are the ones who complain the least. After hearing that tale, let's discuss something slightly more relatable. From an early age, I have experienced pain and anxiety. I'm almost positive that we have all experienced both of those, whether it be a scraped knee, a loose tooth, or falling off of a bicycle. I mentioned earlier that began having issues with chronic pain from the age of 11. I kept quiet about it most days, just ignoring it and handling my business. I was raised to think that you were not allowed to complain unless you were dying. Put on a fake smile each and every day to conceal the pain I was experiencing. Eventually, I spoke to my mother about what I was going through. The outcome of ignoring my pain for 4 years was going to see multiple therapists and specialists. This is when I was diagnosed with several lifelong debilitating conditions. The pain I endured taught me that despite thinking I should have been quiet about it, it is important to speak out. If I would have shared sooner, I may not have had to go through so much pain and the issues could have been treated early. I obviously have never carried the weight of an entire family and months of supplies. However, we relate because we did go through all of the pain and did not speak out. As told by Aesop and I, usually the ones suffering and experiencing the most complain and ask for help the least. At the end of the day, no one will understand what you are going through until you speak out about it. Thank you for listening.